That's a nice thing to wake up to, huh? 5:20 in the morning, and the sun's coming up. Well, the day barely got started and I ran into my first problem of the day, and we solved it. A flat tire in the rear. I apparently ran over a little burr. There was a little hole, very identifiable, and I fixed it. I don't know what happened to my patch kit, but this guy was waiting at the tourist center, and lucky he had a patch for me, but I don't know, I must have dropped it somewhere. What's your name?
Atoshi.
Atoshi.
Toshi.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, morning. 7:30-ish. Yesterday was sort of a fizzle, so I used the footage from yesterday's morning, which was great, up until the very moment I got started, and then I got a flat tire. It wasn't a bad day, it was just not a good day for gaining distance on the trike. I ended up tending to the flat tire, which was produced by a weird thorny plant. A really hard thorn was stuck in the tire. And then I met this touring cyclist. We ended up hanging out, and then we hung out so long that I was like, I might as well whip out the laptop because I had Wi-Fi at the area I was at. And then before too long, it was 2 o'clock, and I was like, well, I guess I'll stay here another day. So we're finally heading out. Today should be, or could be, a very long day. I have set waypoints at 50 kilometers, 90 kilometers, and 135 kilometers from here. This is going to be an interesting day. Apart from the beautiful roads and the ocean right beside me, which is gorgeous, I am just going like this. More than I think I ever have in the last 5 kilometers. They're not really, really steep hills, and they're not really, really huge hills, but they do cause me to shift down, and they do cause me to slow down. And then once I get over, I can pick up some speed and I have a good time on down. But the thing is that, like, most of the time I've been climbing for hours, you know, to get up to a peak, and then maybe there's some ups and downs there, but not much, and then you come down. This feels on my legs more like a workout. Work up, then cool down. Work up, then cool down. Work up, then cool down. And I think this is gonna be like this all day. So I'm curious, first, how my pace goes, because I have a feeling I'm gonna get pretty worn out with this type of road. And secondly, I wonder how my legs are gonna burn. See, 9.4, down again. Been plowing down the road, normal stuff. I wanted to show you what I think killed my tire yesterday. This thing, one of these thorns, got the perfect strike on the tire yesterday. Anyways, I'm trying to avoid them now. It's been humid, been zigzagging around, some light rain, nothing major, but just enough. Winding roads, villages, cities, and everything intermixed. And I'm just trying to plug on. I'm really trying to do the distance today. I've got 50 kilometers, and it's not noon yet, so that's a good sign. But I want to do about 100 more. Sometimes you just got to stop and look at weird things on the side of the road. I was told by a few of my Japanese friends that as I head towards Sendai, I will come upon quite a few, one, remnants of the tsunami disaster, and two, structures built since then. I have a feeling that this levee here, there's a levee here, and there's a series of levees down the way that are new. Two things about what is over here. One, these houses are, I think, like a fishing village, like a little fishing village. There's a port up here. Brand new. Like, brand new streets, brand new homes. I mean, obviously brand new. Makes you think this whole valley that goes back here and comes back out, because this is just a wall. There's the ocean. And it just goes back. I would imagine that during the tsunami, it came all the way back and probably went up and then pulled everything out. I mean, I would imagine an area like this would be an extremely unfortunate place to be in a big tsunami event. Nothing you can do, nowhere you can run. I might survive, and I'm riding up this road. Right up there, there's a sign where the tsunami ends, and that is a good, I don't know, that's a pretty drastic incline. I mean, that water would engulf me. The other thing that's kind of interesting is they're making a bunch of these break wall components. They look like Tinker Toys. Looks like those are a little bit different than these guys, or maybe they're just in a different process. Like these ones are filling, and those ones over there are drying. I wonder how long they take to dry. They're solid concrete, so I imagine a little while. You know, sometimes I look at things like this and I think about human resilience. I mean, this was, I almost can guarantee that this little valley was wiped off the map. And think about the moment that happened. I mean, lives were lost, businesses were shattered, livelihoods destroyed. People that survived thought they would never be the same, you know? And now I see a lady walking alongside a boat. She's gonna go into her little house that has been rebuilt. I mean, I don't know if any of those people are the original residents of this area, but I imagine so. Sometimes I can look at things like that, I use it as an example, you know? If they can do it, what is your problems in proportion to maybe what they went through? And look at them now. Some people throw in the towel way too soon. I think camp is in one of those little valleys. You can see that huge levee that was built. I imagine whatever was here probably got swept away. I'll be camping out here. I think the next couple of days are going to be a lot of ups and downs. The last couple of hours, whoo boy, they were tough. I'm going to be happy to set up camp wherever that ends up being. I'm not sure. I think it's over here. Yeah, I see a tent. So
China and the USA.
yeah.
Oh.
So I'm setting up at camp here. I just finished my tent. I was going through my stuff. I forgot food today.
Oh.
I forgot to buy food.
Food.
I do not have food.
Oh.
No food.
No food.
You come.
Okay.
It's amazing. This guy comes, he stops, and he gives me a bag of food. I don't have any food tonight.
No good.
Thank you.
Hi. Yeah.
He said he saw me up in the mountains and he took a picture. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh.
Totally random. Guy just pulls up in his car. I thought maybe he was park security because they're all closed. I thought I haven't registered or paid anybody. He comes out, gives me a bag of food. Right when I needed a bag of food. I mean, it's some bread and it's perfect. I got that thing of honey from the guy earlier. And I was like, you know, it would be great, just some bread. I can eat some of this honey. And you know what else I'm gonna do tonight? Is I'm gonna drink my buddy's whiskey, because they have a Coke machine, a drink machine. I'm gonna get some Coke. So cool. So random. Set up the tent. It's pretty wet from this morning. This morning was totally dewy, but it's blowing like crazy, so it's gonna air out real well. I was sitting down thinking, you know what, I can go without eating tonight. I got drinks over here, and tomorrow's gonna be a rough ride, but I ate a little bit, and I think that was enough. But I was like, I could use some food. And look who pulls up. Incredible. Incredible. Oh!
Hey?
Thank you. Thank you. I am literally excited about the food he found in his glove compartment. Actually, these are pretty good. These are like chewy rice balls with beans in the center.